It's Wednesday, May 16th. I'm Wayne Moore. This is Castanet's Evening Update. At the top of the news, Environment Canada says we're going from mild to wild for the next 3 days. Sunshine will be replaced by rain and a chance of thunder showers through Saturday. Rainfall in the amount of 20 to 40 millimeters expected by late Friday. That and the continued higher elevation snowmelt will impact areas already affected by flooding. More on flooding in a moment. First, a wildfire near Logan Lake has now grown to 140 hectares in size. About 60 firefighters, heavy equipment, and air support working the fire, which broke out late Tuesday afternoon. No structures are being threatened, no cause as of yet. Grand Forks has requested help from the military to help fight back floodwaters. However, it's not known if that request will be granted by the government. Nervous residents in that community remain on high alert as a second wave of flooding is expected. Dozens of homes have already been destroyed or heavily damaged. Town of Osoyoos says it has secured all of its essential water and sewer infrastructure, but still asks residents to avoid pumping it or into it as the lake starts to rise again. The town says there is still extra water entering its sewer system from flooded basements and sump pumps, which puts the municipal system at risk of a larger pump failure. New projections from the BC River Forecast Centre scaling back the peak expected on the Similkameen River later this week. Near Headley, the river is forecast to peak at 685 cubic meters a second on Saturday. Data from just south of the border in Nighthawk predicts the river will plateau at a similar height as it did last week. Similkameen flows are already high enough to push up Osoyoos Lake levels, which began climbing again overnight. Bob Sattler, owner of High Pro Sportswear in Vernon, fed up and took his beef, or should we say trash, all the way to City Hall. Sattler says he's tired of coming to work in the morning to find trash, feces, and loaded shopping carts strewn about his property. Beyond frustrated and to make a point, he dumped the contents of 3 shopping carts on the steps of City Hall. Police are investigating a violent incident after a 91-year-old man was assaulted in his Princeton home Sunday. Several items were also stolen from the man's home. Police say they've identified a person of interest and are pursuing charges. A group of UBC Okanagan students have turned their collective minds to the streets and built the first ever personal belongings carrier. Specifically designed for homeless people to carry their belongings, the cart is now ready to roll. The idea was born out of a partnership between UBC Okanagan's School of Engineering and Metro Community Church, which works with the Kelowna homeless population. If you see smoke coming from the center of town in Vernon, no need for alarm. Vernon Fire Department is conducting controlled burns at Becker Park the next couple of days to mitigate the risk of wildfires. An RCMP officer will not face charges for his part in a non-fatal 2015 police-involved shooting near Salmon Arm. The BC Prosecution Service said Wednesday, after reviewing the entirety of the evidence provided, the BCPS concluded that the charge assessment standard for initiating a prosecution has not been met. And finally, a hot air balloon flying through Kelowna International Airport's airspace Wednesday morning sparked a bit of chatter. Several people, including Councillor Ryan Don, who shot this video, wondered about the dangers of such an act. No problem, according to airport manager Sam Samadar. A balloon is considered an aircraft, and as such, the operator was equipped with a transponder and was in communication with the tower and other aircraft. The balloon landed safely behind Airport Way. Ironically, Don's niece was one of the passengers on that hot air balloon. As mentioned off the top, expect rain to hit the Okanagan over the next 3 days, with thunder showers possible Thursday. Sunshine should return Sunday. Coming up tonight and tomorrow, I'll look ahead at the May-long weekend and West Kelowna councillor on a humanitarian mission. For details on these and the rest of the day's news, keep it here at castanet.net. For Castanet News, I'm Wayne Moore.